I'm Dr. Gino Smith, the widow of Pastor Henry C. Smith, who is Pastor Emeritus of Second Baptist Church in OUTWEACH, Michigan.
My name is MARCHE Smith, and I am currently a third-year medical student at MEHARRY Medical College.
My name is TRACI Williams Murray. I am the mother of Dominic Williams Murray.
1963, I was 10 years old, and I was listening to my father and my parents talking about situations that were happening in the country. And I had no idea that there was a group forming in Alabama called the Southern Christian Leadership Conference.
I want you to know that he's called out to be picked on. That's almost like Jesus, you know. But in terms of civil rights, we seem to have followed each other from all angles of life.
I'm very appreciative to be receiving this scholarship. Medical school, I've learned, is very expensive, and I'm accumulating a lot of debt. However, I feel like the debt that I am taking on is very much part of my role right now in life, and I feel like the amount of money that I'm accumulating is nothing in comparison to the amount of money that we're going to save long term in the health care that we're going to provide, specifically to the underserved and indigent populations that my school specifically caters to on a daily basis.
Dominic is a student at Eastern Michigan University, where he is studying musical performance, and for him to receive this scholarship is a blessing, because in that field there's a lot of auditions and a lot of times that he has to travel to sing, so this money will help him greatly and to pursue his music career. I'm very proud of him because as a black young man, he didn't let obstacles or anything stand in his way of him becoming the man that we are so proud of him to be.
By the time I was 13, 14, there was more visibility about voters, voting rights, and things of that nature.
In the beginning, for the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial March, I attended that, and the news media was there, and they asked me a question about that, and I told them that I was very proud to be an American.
I believe that by catering specifically to those who are unable to gain access to medical care, that if we provide the medical care to them, specifically in the avenue where my school is, in an inner city urban area, that if we pay it forward now and provide those services, that in the long term that will actually end up saving a lot of resources and money on the back end.
That is really encouraging for the younger sibling, because he sees his brothers striving for excellence, and he's going to also want to follow in their footsteps. His father is really strong in his life, and I love the conversations that they have about life and just things in general, how to be just a good person and all around. Our church family is really strong in supporting us. Whenever Dominic has a concert or anything, they load up a van and go down see one of his performances. And I just thank Miss Stacy a lot for even thinking about him and giving him an opportunity.
My father went to Memphis, Tennessee for a Church of God in Christ conference. And while he was there, Dr. Martin Luther King and some of the other leaders from Southern Christian Leadership Conference were there. And he was following the crowd, and he wound up in a march, walking down the street with hundreds of people. It indelibly changed his mind about his own involvement.
It has always been my goal to make sure that I am reachable and approachable to anyone who has any questions or needs any resources, or just someone to help them along the way. So I am forever in debt for the city of Saginaw and believing in me ever since high school at Arthur Hill, as well as during my time at Jackson State, whether it be financial or just saying that I believe in you, I'm supporting you, I believe that you can do it. It goes a long way, so that one day my story hopefully will inspire others to pursue their dreams in whatever field that it may be.
When we went to the OUTWEACH, and my husband was the chairperson of the ministerial alliance there, and many things came out of that. We also had the Black Family Celebration every year in the park, which was named after one of the young people in the city. Then the NAACP was quite an involvement for us. Both of us were presidents at one time or another. Then we decided to go ahead and get life memberships. So I had a Golden Heritage Life membership, and he had a life membership. Then we went to the schools. And in the schools, he was on the Board of Education. And guess what happened? I followed and became president of the Board of Education.
Saginaw High School had a drama program, and Mrs. McKinney was leading that program, and they did Selma. And they asked me to play the part of Dr. Martin Luther King. I will never forget a couple of scenes there. One of them that changed my life was when Dr. King was sitting at the kitchen table, and there was a song that said that I feel my life leaving me and heaven opening its doors for me. This was days before he would go to Memphis. And that really affected me because he knew that his service to community would probably limit his life. The other one was when I actually acted out the part of Dr. King getting shot, and my children were in the audience, and they were young. And I came out after the program, and my daughter, Natoya, was shaken because she said, "Daddy, I thought you really got shot." And I said, "No, it's just a play." And it made me remember that it may have been just a play for me, but it was real life for Dr. King and many others who sacrificed their lives.
We know about the respect that young people have for pastors. One thing we need to realize is that we have the home, we have the schools, and we have the church. So those are three institutions that we are involved in with civil rights. So I am proud to say that I'm a pastor's wife, widow, and enjoy the relationship that we have. And I hope all of you will consider what I have said and take it into consideration for the rest of your lives.